Hello. Sorry for my tardiness. Hope everyone's Saturday's going well. Yes, we are starting with Sonic's puzzle today, aka Potato Head 21. I feel like half my job as a streamer is trying to memorize everyone's 5 different names that they go by. Yeah. I'll keep you as mod, as long as you want it, Derek. Yes, Derek did get that raise. Are you guys saying I'm on brand for being 5 minutes late on Saturday? So, yeah, I don't think there's much confusion between zetamath and zetamath does puzzles. I think it's easy to figure out that that's the same person. Sonic, if you have a bet cell, feel free to say so. I think you missed the opportunity to call the channel Zeta Puzzles, because you know you've got your math channel and you got your puzzle channel. So, all right. So, using zetamath's technology, we are going to put a circle where the bet cell is. All right, so this puzzle is just called Killer Sudoku. It's by Potato Head 21, aka Sonic. We have normal Sudoku rolls and just standard killer cage rules. So the digits in a cage sum to the value in the top left corner of the cage. It doesn't say they can't repeat. Can you clarify, Sonic, whether digits can repeat in cages? This is why I like if it says standard or non-standard. Like if it said standard killer Sudoku, then I would know whether that was a rule or not. And then we have this one inequality sign here, which means that this cell is bigger than this cell. I'll just wait really quick for Sonic's clarification. It's really only relevant for this cage here. Usually digits can't repeat in a killer cage. But it doesn't actually say that in the rules, so yeah, that would be my assumption as well, but we're probably not using this 26 for a while anyway, so we'll see. So we have a 6 cage here, which is a 6 and 3. Even, you know, obviously digits can't repeat in any of these other cages because of Sudoku rules. So we got these 2 6 cages here that are 1 2 1 2 3. That adds to 6. It's the only way to do it in 3 without repeating. Excuse me. I'm a little bit worried because I am down to this cough drop and one more. So I'm going to see what I can do without just popping these all stream, because I have no choice. But because I'm starting off with 1. So this can't be a 1 and this can't be a 3 because of the inequality. This 15 cage is either going to be 6 9 or 7 8. This 6 cage is 1 5 or 2 4. I'm wondering if that interacts in some way with the 6 cage. It does mean we only get 1 more low in the column, so that's interesting. This is also 6 7 8 9, as is this one. So this might be a low-high parity puzzle. We'll see. This 9 gauge is pretty free right now. It can be any of the 3 possibilities. So let's see what this Audi cage adds to. Excuse me. All right, so 9 plus 15 is 24. So these 4 would add to 21. That doesn't seem all that interesting. These add to, at minimum, 15, just because 1, 2, and 3 are used. So I guess we have to use 1, 2, and 3 in these. Okay. So this is a 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 are used up in this first 3 cells, and they're not in the 15 cage. And so of these 4 cells, 3 of them are 1, 2, and 3. One of them's got to go here, because if they all 3 went in here, that would add to 6, not to 9. And so this means that we need to use 2 of 1, 2, 3 for the 9. So that could be 1, 2, 6. That could be, I think that could be any of the 3 ways to do it. 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5, or 2, 3, 4. So I guess that's not worth marking. Let's see. So this 13 cage and this 13 cage are different. So we could do 9 4, 9 4, 8 5, or 6 7. We can't do a 6 7. This 13 cage can't do a 6 7. Because if this were 6 7 to add to 13, then this would be 8 9. That no longer adds to 15. So this is 9 4 or 8 5. So that's a virtual 8 9 pair there. It's always interesting how that works. This is the same. So this virtual 8 9 pair does see right here. So none of these can be 8 or 9. Does that affect our 13? Well, that would mean the 8 or 9 would have to be down here with a 4 or 5, or we could be a 6 7. I don't think this interferes with this as being a 6 7. So, oh, but we have a 15 cage in here. That does interfere with this being 6 7. So, all right, so that's the order for our 4 5 8 9. And let's just use color to denote that these are 2 different 13 cages. Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat at all, but I've been making steady progress, so I'm probably missing something obvious though. How about 13 and 3? We've got 2 lowish cells used in the row. How do I want to think about that? I mean, we can even still have a 9 in here, so as far as I can tell. So that's not that restricted. We have this 8, we have this 9. Okay, so... Okay, did we get confirmation that, yeah, these are standard cages? So digits can't repeat in the 26, so I'm not scared of it anymore. So I guess specifically this cell can't repeat over here. 26 and 4 is an average of... I guess it's a pretty high average. A little over 6, 6.5. I guess we do have this 1, 2, 3 triple here, so 1, 2, 3 can't go here. 1, 2, 3 can't go here. So if 1, 2, 3 can't go in the 28 cage, then they're set. So if these added to 5, oh yeah, so these two would add to 17 max, which would leave 11 for here. You can't make 11 out of 1, 2, and 3. So that's definitely way too low for a 28 cage. In fact, what is the lowest number for a 28 gauge? We can do 987 is 24. That would go with a 4. So, whoops, wrong mode. 1, 2, 3 goes here. Is there something similar in row 1? Not really. 1, 2, and 3 are not in the 28 cages, so hmm. 1, 2, and 3. One of them's here. Can the 26 have a 1, 2, or 3? Let's see, a 3 would require these to add to 23. That's doable. It would have to be 986, though, which does a lot. Is there a reason this can't be 986? That would force this to be... Oh, yeah, that's... I don't think that's doable. Oh, it's just doable. This was 4, 5. Wait. Is it just doable? Oh, no, no, no. These need to add to minimum 11. So if this used up all of 6, 7, 8, 9 as a quad, this would have to be 4, 5. That's only 9. And so these would have to add to 19, and they can't. So... Oh, hey, Panthera. So this can't be a low digit for that reason. It can't be a 1, 2, or 3 for that reason. Can't put a 1, 2, or 3 in a 28 at all. And so the other of 1, 2, 3, one of them goes in the 6 gauge, the other goes up here. That's pretty neat. We're kind of limited in what this can add to. So let's think about that. This either adds to 10 or 11. Oh, Mark, it's not random stuff. It's URLs. They want you to visit their site. Please don't though. I'm sure there's some math to be done here. So 28 plus 10 or 11. So let's say it were 10. 28 plus 10 would be 38. And so this would have to make up the rest of 45. And it's too early in the morning, but I think that's a 7. I know it's not actually early in the morning, but I did just wake up. If this added to 11, 11 plus 28 is 39. And so this could be a 6. So this has to actually just be a 6 or 7. No help needed at the moment. I haven't even really looked at chat that much. So that means this adds to 19 or 20. So what's our minimum? Well, hold on. So if this adds to minimum 11, we know this adds to 6 for sure. So that's minimum 17. Let's say this added to 20. That would make that add to 37. Because that is that. Wait, no, the minimum this could add to is 19. So at the bare minimum, this is 11 plus 6 is 17 plus 19 is 36. So this maxes out at 9. Great. Okay. It just works. Let's see. Where do the digits in the 15 cage in the 8th box, does this 15 cage, go in column 4? I see. That's interesting. So the 6, 7, 8, 9, the 2 from that go in this 15 cage that add to 15, they obviously can't repeat in the box, and they're not 1, 2, 3, and they're not 1, 2, 4, 5. So they got to go somewhere. They're going to go in these 2 cells. So this actually adds to 15 for sure, which leaves, we know exactly what these add to now. They add to 11. How does that help? We now know that these exactly add to 17. Adding to 11, it would be 4, 7? Because we can't use 1, 2, or 3. Or 5, 6. Interesting. So I've got 1 of 4 and 5 and 1 of 6 and 7 in here. It's a different 6, 7 than this one. Is there some... This is 15. Let's see. The digits in the 6 cages in column 4 appear where in box 8? I don't know. Somewhere? Where do the digits in column 4 6 cages belong in box 8? We're talking about all 4 of these digits? I see. All right, how do we want to reason about that? So these 4 digits, they don't go here. So they go into exactly these 4 locations because they aren't, we know these 2 are these 2. So maybe I can purple that. These are the same digits as each other. And so these 4 go here. And they're from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 1 can't go in the 7 cage then, because that would need a 6 with it. We don't have a 6 in green. This was David Davison's logic, by the way. So, is there more consequence to this? We know this adds to 7, obviously. We know this adds to 6. So, these 2 need to add to 1 more than these 2. I don't know if there's a way to reason about that right now. So we need the 1 digit from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that's not present here. There is kind of a virtual 1, 2. Okay, so I think 1 is in green. Because if 1 weren't in green, this would be 2, 4, and then this would be 3, 3. So 1 is definitely in green, which means 1 is definitely in one of these 2. We know this adds to 7, this adds to 6, and we know obviously the green cells add to the same thing as each other, so in fact they're exact same digits. So I really feel like there's something here. Just give me a moment. This plus this is the same as this plus this, so if I subtract 6 from this is left 1 higher than this. And this can add to 5 max. So if this adds to 5, it's 1 higher. This can only add to 4 or less. So this is actually a 1, 2 or a 1, 3. And this can't add to 3. Well, yeah, we actually know it definitely contains a 3. Just from the pencil marks. So that 3 either goes in the 7 cage with the 4, or it goes in here with the 1. Okay. I don't think I can do more with that. Was there no room for a 1, 5 here? 1, 5, 2, 3. No, if this were 1, 5, 2, 3, so if this was missing the 4, then that would mean this is 2, 5, and this is 1, 3, and that's fine. If this was 2, 4, so it's missing the 5, then this is 3, 4, 1, 2. That's also fine. Okay, so I think that's all we get out of that. What has chat said in the meantime? Chat has said a lot in the meantime. Let's see. I think I got a lot of it. Yeah, another way to think about this that chat is saying is we only get one of 4 or 5, so we have to have 1, 2, and 3. And then the 4 or 5 goes in the 7 cage with a 2 or 3. So I don't need a hint. I'm just catching up on chat. I will be sure to let you know if I need a hint, Sonic. So row 8. Okay, so I'm caught up, and I don't think there's anything new in chat. Feel free to repeat yourself if I did miss something important. So what's next? So we know that 1, 2, and 3 are present here, along with a 4 or 5. So we have a 4 or 5 somewhere here. One of them, and it's not here because of this virtual 4 or 5. So there's a 4 or 5 somewhere down here. Don't know which one, and it's going to be along with the other way to add to 15. Which I know is a lot to mark, but I don't have a color for the other way to add to 15 yet. But it does mean that this is a 6, 7, 8, or 9. So we've got an 8, 9 in here, along with the rest of 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means, and we've got a 4, 5. Wait, oh yeah, this is just a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another way that question to ask is where do 1, 2, 3 and go in row 7? They go there. So this is a 5, 6, 7. Mark and David have something. What did I miss? 1, 2, 3 triple in column 5. Column 5, interesting. Yeah, the 1, 2, 3 can't go here. Oh, we have a triple. Oh, very nice. So this isn't 2 or 3, which means this isn't 4 or 5. So now we actually have a physical 1, 2, 3, not just a virtual one. What does that do for me? Briar asked, does the green in box 8 not add to 12? The current pencil marks there seem wrong, and I wonder if my logic is just bad. Well, the way I got these pencil marks was just by noting that these green cells have to go in the box somewhere, so they go down here. And then these green cells do contain a 1, 2, and 3 for sure, and then in addition to that, a 4 or 5. So these add to 10 or 11. I don't think the green can add to 12. It's 10 or 11. We may have to color 1, 2, 3s at some point. It's definitely possible. Let's see here. I don't like coloring triples. It's often difficult to keep track of them, but we will do it if we need to. Okay, so now this 8 is not a 1, 2, 3 anymore. This 9 can only have one more of 1, 2, 3. In fact, it does have one more of 1, 2, 3, so the other one goes here because you can't put it in a 28 cage. That's a 1, 2, 3 triple now. And a 1, 2, 3 triple. 1, 2, 3s are definitely a theme in this puzzle. So, I don't know if I can do any sum trickery here. Probably not. Too much freedom in these cells, but... Row 5, column 9. Ah, yes, so this 1, 2, 3 triple does actually see this, excuse me. So the other 1, 2, 3s here. These add to minimum 3. Right, that would put a 6 here, a 1, 2 with a 6. Or we could add to 5, which would put a 4 here. So this is 4, 5, or 6. That makes sense. All right, so we need another 1, 2, 3 in this column, but that seems pretty open. Oh, we need another 1, 2, 3 in this box, though, and we have this triple now. So the other one goes here. Maybe I do need to color 1, 2, 3s. I don't think I need this green anymore. It served its purpose. These 13 colorings haven't been super useful, but I can keep that. I think the 9 cage could still be any of the 3 options. We definitely have a 4 or a 5 in here, these 2 cells, along with a 6 or a 7. Whoa, coloring mode again. So we have 1 of 4, 5 and 1 of 6, 7 here. We actually have a 4, 5, 6, 7 quad. Ah. Yeah, so just to double check, 8 and 9 are definitely used up by this 15 and 13 cage, along with 1 of 4, 5 and 1 of 6, 7. So this is a 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the only thing left for these 2 cells. These are from 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a quad. So this is not 4, 5. So that's not 8, 9. And this is the other 8, 9, which is the orange 8, 9. This is the purple 8, 9. So this is a purple 13 cage. So, is that what people are saying? People are saying a few things. David says a virtual pair of 8, 9 in 13 and 15 cages in row 7. Ah, okay. Yes, 8 and 9 are a virtual pair between these two, so this is not 8 or 9. So that's a 6, 7 pair. This is the... Wait. This is a blue 13. What did I color here? I've got... I'm confusing myself. Purple is adding to 15. It's blue and orange that use the 8, 9s. So I think this is a blue 8, 9. No, it just sees a purple. We don't know what purple you... Okay, so there's a blue... Okay, so this 8, 9, we can call this blue if we wanted to. In a way. At least the 8, 9 is blue. Let's do it this way. Now it's clear. So, because the orange 8, 9's used in one of these two. So I could just do it this way. I'm just coloring the 8-9 now. And so now it's clear, hopefully, that the blue 8-9 here is duplicated here by previous logic, as in where does it go in the column. And then, so this one's the orange 8-9, which makes this the blue 8-9. Hope that was clear. So there's an orange 8-9 somewhere in here that sees down. That means this has to be the 8-9. We don't know about this one yet. We've got blue 8-9s looking into this box. That places it here. I saw that in chat somewhere. Riff Clown. And Mark. 6-7 pair in column 4. Ah, thanks. I think I never just followed up with it. So this isn't 6-7. So this definitely has a orange 8-9 in it. One of those two. Blue 8-9s. Hey Paz, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're sleeping better. Mark says the 13 cage needs 2 1-2-3s in it. So let's say it had a 1 in it. The other two would add to 12. I guess I'm a little confused why it would need 2 1-2-3s in it. Because I can do like 1-7-5. Is there an issue with that? Maybe you can explain why the 13 needs 2 1-2-3s. Like 1-5-7 at first glance seems okay to me. You were looking at the row? Yeah, I don't know enough about the row personally. Maybe you're seeing something I'm not. 1-5-7, 1-4-8 seem all right. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll come back to that later. We do have a 1-2-3 triple here. Do we have like most of our 1-2-3s? Maybe I should color them somehow. I don't. Well, okay. So we know. Let's use purple here. This is purple. We know where that goes in this box, so that's kind of nice. It's one of these two. See, this is the problem when you start getting it like that. This cell, though, this we can call green. That goes here. What should our third color be? I'll just use a gray for it. So this is green. As far as I can tell, this can be purple or gray. Same here. Row 3, column 8, green. Oh, I see. This green sees up. Yep. Was blind to that for some reason. I'd like to mark that one of these is a 3, because we kind of know that. Let's see. And it's a green. Wait. Oh, that's huge. No, it's not. One of them's green, but it's not necessarily the 3. Never mind. My mind playing tricks on me. Green is somewhere in here. Hey, Robert, you might be a little behind because I just saw you say box 3, we know green. Blurple. Riff Clown says I can determine... I'm sorry if I missed something. Oh, Pa says she's okay. Oh, nice. You got 7 hours is decent. these days, especially for me. Let's see. Riffcon says that I can determine the sum of the leftovers in boxes 6 and 9 using the secret. So where's box 6 and 9? This is box 6 and 9. So we know that that in total adds to 90. So let's just get rid of the cages. And I'm going to use my calculator for this because I'm not doing this in my head right now. 90 minus 28. Okay, I can subtract a 9. Boop, boop. I can subtract an 8. We're down to 45. That's interesting to note already. Doesn't mean they're 1 and 9 though. I can subtract the 13 cage. I can subtract the 15 cage. So these add to 17. That's pretty low for 5 cells, but we can have repeats. We can't have more than one green. Let's see. So it does actually mean that cell's purple. Oh, you guys are way ahead of me. Row 7, column 8 must be purple, he said. What can these add to? We can, at minimum, we can have 1 of 1, 2, 3. In fact, we do have 1 of 1, 2, 3. We do have 1 of 4, 5. And we do have 1 of 6, 7. So at minimum, we'd be 1, 4, 6, which is 11. Why can't it be purple? 11 would require these two to add to 6, so that's not going to happen. Keep the 13 and 15 so? Go back to where I had 45 left. Just because it adds to 45 doesn't mean it's 1 to 9. In fact, 45 is the most loose way. The green cells matched up. Okay, what are we saying? I just kind of randomly removed cages. I don't even remember what order I did them in. I removed the 9 and the 28. That's 37. I think I removed the 8 cage. So we're saying that these cells here, which I'll put in, oh my gosh, I don't even know, yellow for now. So if the yellow cells add to 45, the green, we can remove green from yellow and just transport it here. And that makes it a lot easier to see that now this one has to be purple. Hi, John. Wales. Awesome. I admit I don't know all that much about Wales. Other than, I think Wales is part of the UK. How is it in Wales right now? How's the weather? So yeah, now that we know that the yellow adds to 45, that this has to be purple just to make the sum, even if they're not identical digits. So that's pretty cool. That means we have a gray somewhere down here. But it means this one's gray. It's been wet in England. I believe it. It's winter. Land of the Dragons. Weather rubbish, as you'd expect in the UK. Yeah. Sounds about right. I'm in San Diego. So, weather's about as good as it can be in the winter. As long as you're not in the tropics. Let's see. So I think I might be able to do more coloring, because this one sees a gray and a purple. So this one's green. This one's gray. Can I say anything about... We know one of these is... Well, no, we don't. I was going to say one of these was green, but this could be green. Does that get us any more coloring? I want to color these so that we get the inequality, but it's just not happening, is it? Pouring sunshine in San Diego. Yeah, I can kind of see outside right now. It seems like the sun's out. All right, what are we saying? Calzone, if you look at where the numbers in the box 115 cage go in box 3, at least one must be in column 9. Okay, so 15 has 2 numbers in it. They're not 1, 2, and 3. So they go in these 3. We could hide one of them here, but the other one goes here. And so that means that this 15 cage and this 15 cage are different cages. Do we know whether they're blue or orange? -8 Celsius in Pittsburgh. Yikes. Oh, I see. This is blue. So this has an orange in it, which means this has a blue in it, which can only go here, which is actually really nice. And now we can actually place blue in this box. We got these blues looking in. There's a blue in the 28 cage somewhere. We know there's a blue in one of these two. And because we know that orange now must go here, because it's got to go somewhere in the box. Wait. No, that's not true. It's the 6, 7 that would go somewhere here. Orange is just one of these 3. Okay. Do I know anything else? There's an orange in one of these two. Does the 6, 7 need to be hidden? It's the blue 6, 7. It's the same 6, 7 as this one, not this one. I feel like it could pair up here. Okay, it looks like that was retracted. Okay, we actually know that these two are the same digit because this is, if you remember, this is a blue 15. So let's give this a color. Let's give it yellow. So where does yellow go in this box? It's in one of these two. I'm not sure if we know which one. We could give this to the other one, so I'm running out of colors. I haven't used red yet, so we'll use red. Do I know? Okay, so this is actually a blue-yellow pair. This has been a neat coloring puzzle so far. I didn't expect it to be so colorful. We know that the yellow 6-7 winds up in the 28 cage in box 6. So where it is in box 4. Okay, so we should color this yellow then. So it's in the 28 cage somewhere. So we know that yellow blue adds to 15. So the other two cells add to 13. Oh, an orange is in here as well. So we actually know the full sum. Well, not the full sum. Oh, how do we want to do this? We know that there's 8, 9 in here, so that's 17. So there's 11 remaining if you think about it that way, and it uses yellow being 6 or 7. So we either have a 4 or a 5 in here, and it's... Okay, so since there's a 4 or a 5 in here, that means the other 6, 7's here. What color is that other 6, 7? Red? Yellow in this box is actually here. So this one can't be yellow. None of the cages have repeats. It's just not in the rule. But this would be the only cage that could repeat anyway. But we've been told that it does not have repeats. We have a quint in column 3. Um, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we? What color is this 4, 5? Do we have a color for this? We haven't colored the 4, 5s yet. But even without coloring, I can tell that these are two different 4, 5s, and they see this cell. This is not 4, 5, so this is the yellow 6, 7, and this is 4, 5. Would be kind of nice to have a color for it. What's left? Got black. And I've used green, I've used purple, I've used orange, I've used red. I think I have to go with gray. Light gray, but that's no good because I use that for a splash. So we're not going to color that one. Hey Mavericks, yeah, I have a lingering cough from when I was sick end of December. Still kind of recovering from that. I think it was just a cold. Yep, it's the white 4/5. The problem is I don't have a good way of marking whether I don't know if the 4/5 color is or whether it's white. But if I had more colors, I'd use them. All right. Well, I'm using silver for these splashes, and I don't want to get confused by that. Now, do we know which 6/7 this is? We do. It's not the yellow one. So, what's my other color for 6/7? I don't even remember. It's red. So there's a red 6/7 in here. And now we have a yellow and red 6/7 used. So this can't be 6/7. This is the orange 8/9, and this is 6/7, and it's not the yellow one, so it's the red one. So this box is done. We have all the colors for it. It's fun. What next? Okay, so let's see. Do we know which 4/5 this is? Or this? We know that blue plus yellow is 15. No, I don't know enough about this column. What would be the options for the 4/5? It would be either black or white. There's a black 4/5 in here. How about this 6/7? What goes with orange? 6/7. Okay, so red, we know that orange plus red 6/7 is 15. We probably knew that for a while. Yeah, because blue and yellow is the other one. So this is with a red. That sees up. This one's not red, so this one actually is red, and it's a 6 or 7. And so now we know that purple is not a 3. Well, if I can do this right, purple's not a 3. So if I can get purple here, then we know its value, which would be huge. So I kind of know this row. The white 4/5 and the 26 gauge. Okay, so how do we know that? Okay, so we know we have a 6/7 pair in here, which adds to 13. 26 minus 13 is 13. So if we know a blue, a blue and white 4/5 add to 13. So this has a white 4/5. So the other 4/5, the black one, has to go in here with the yellow. So this is actually a yellow-black 4/5, 6, 7. Where does black go in this box? It goes up here. So I think that just means these are orange, yellow, black. Yeah, this is a black, yellow. This is an orange, which is an 8/9. Didn't I say these add to 13 though? Oh no, they don't add to 13. They add to something else. They add to 9. That's perfect. Is it? No, they should add to 11. I may have made a mistake though. These have to add to 11, but didn't I say these added to... Oh no, it was the blue. It was the blue and the white 4/5 that added to 13. Okay, so I think I'm still safe. This is not a. He's a 6/7 pair, so it's not a 6. So this is the white 4/5. I don't have much gray left going on, but I'm still a little bit scared of using gray for it. So I'm going to leave it white. Right, okay, these add to 11 and these add to 11. So we got a 4/7 and a 5/6 somehow. Orange in row 1. So we know it's not here, or here, or here, or here. So this is an orange. And yellow in column 9. That yellow sees over. Yellow is a 6 or a 7. It's not this one. Perfect. These yellow's in one of these two, but it also needs to go in column 9 up here. So this is the yellow, which is really nice. That's not yellow anymore, which means this is the blue. So we've got a blue in here somewhere. Do I always take on such tough puzzles? Maybe one really tough one per stream. This one wasn't supposed to be as tough, so maybe I'm missing something obvious. But yeah, so this is a white 4/5. So where does black 4/5 go? It goes here. I need a red 6/7, that goes here. And I just have to figure out what color this one is. Let's reference this box. So we have green, gray, orange. This is the white 4/5. Got it. So this is not a white 4/5. What's the other color for 4/5? Black? I don't think I quite know. I don't have a 4/5 to cross-reference. If I knew what this 4/5 was, that would be really helpful, but I don't. Okay, how about this row? We need green, gray, and purple. So we need the 1, 2, and 3. I can't roll that out of this one. And we also need the white 4/5. Okay. Carl's saying black can't go in the 28 cage in box 2. I don't know why that would be true. Can you explain? Sonic, please. I didn't ask for help. Isn't this a 4/5? What's my logic for that? No, it could be a 6/7. So I guess the logic is we have 17 in here already. So we need 11 more. So we know which ones add to 11. We'd need either a yellow black or a red white. And yellow, we can't include yellow, so we can't include black either. So the black goes here, which means this is the white. I don't have a good way to mark that. So we'll just leave it gray. So this is the black then. Red goes in the cage somewhere, along with a white. This is a white 4/5, so that's not white anymore. I think at this point all my light grays are actually white 4/5. So let's just make these light gray, and let's just stop using light gray for my corner marks. Wait, so this is black. Wait, this is black and yellow. Then no. Oh, it's black with either purple or gray. No idea what these are. Oh, this black sees over. And this had to have a black. So that's nice. So there's a 4/5 pair here. There's no 4/5 in the 13 cage. Does that change things? So 13 without a 4 or 5. So I've got at least a 6 in there, which means the other two add to it at most 7. Without a 4/5. Okay, so my logic here would be if I didn't have 2 from 1, 2, 3, then that would mean I'd have to include a 6 and a 7, which obviously isn't even possible. But 6 plus 7 is already 13. So I have 2 from 1, 2, 3 in here. So the prophecy has come true. I guess I could just see that from the row. So I have 2 from 1, 2, 3. And then a high digit. How high does it need to be? That has to at most 5. So this has to have an 8 or a 9 in it. So this has an orange 8, 9 in it, which is exactly here. And then it's got a 1, 2, 3. The green goes here. And I don't know which one this is. Oh, this is a 1, 2, 3 triple. So this is the gray 4/5. These could be anything. So what's left here for the box? We need a dark gray 1, 2, 3. That goes one of these two actually. I need a purple. I need a red. I need a black. Actually, we can place the black for 5. This is not purple, so that's the red 6, 7. Nice. So this is the purple 1, 2. Oh no. Was the reason this couldn't be purple? This can be purple. But that does place the green 1, 2, 3 down here. We know that purple is only 1 or 2, but so this is also purple gray. So green is 2, 3. That's new information. You're no longer a 1. And that makes this one a 1, whatever it is. Makes that one a 1. This one's a 1. We actually have a digit. Is this our first digit? I don't know which of purple or dark gray is 1 though. All right, let's keep coloring. I'm being told by Liz Tesh that black is known now. Oh, it sure is. So black is 5. Not purple, 5. So this adds to 11, so that's 5, 6. So yellow is 6 then. Oops. I think we get everything. So blue is 9. Orange is 8. Red is 7. Uh-oh, what happened here? I'm just gonna click. Red is 7. Gray is 4. What is this one? This one's a 4. Gray. Oh, purple is 1. Okay, so we know these are purple now. I guess I can just fill 1s into purples. Someone's saying green is 2. I must be missing where... Oh, the 7 cage. Great. So green is 2. Which makes dark gray 3. I need a 6 in the column. a 5 and a 6 left, and the 5 stays over, so that's a 6. That's 5, a 6. I'm gonna apologize in advance for clearing out those colors because they're getting in the way. I should be able to just finish up now. This is a pair, 1 and 7. Goes this way. For the box, we need a 4 and a 6. Bet cell was a 6, everybody. Whoever guessed 6, congrats. This is an 8. This isn't an 8 or a 9 or a 5, so that's a 4. It's a 3. 8 and 7. 3 and 5. That's a 3. This adds to 13, so that's a 3, that's a 1, that's a 3 and a 1. 3 and 2. What do I need for this row? I need a 7 and a 9. Doesn't look resolved. For this row, I need a 4 and an 8. That goes this way. And that should resolve everything else. We're done. Sweet. SPQ, 1 with a 6. All right, thanks, Sonic. Give me one moment, guys. Alrighty. We've got a zetamath puzzle next. No one told me to link the puzzle. I don't think I linked that last puzzle at all. I apologize about that. Or if someone told me to link the puzzle, I didn't see it, I should say. That's all right, Derek. You get one. Just don't make this mistake again, obviously. I think Worm is on his way back home. He had a week-long work trip. Getting lots of overtime, so be happy for him there. Alrighty, this is called 579. It's by zetamath. Do we have a bet cell? Zeta, if you have a bet cell, feel free to let me know. We got normal Sudoku rules. A circled digit, so that's any of these circles, that's a lot of them, indicates that the cell at that position in the row is a 5, 7, or 9. That is to say, for example, if row 1, column 2 is an 8, then row 1, column 8 is a 5, 7, or 9. Okay. So I think it's safe to say all circles are given because we have 3 circles in every row, column, and box. Well, oh no, every row. It's just the rows that matter. We have 3 circles in every row. So that's good. Black dots indicate that the given cells have a ratio of 2 to 1. Not all black dots are necessarily given. So how does that work? We look at 2 cells that are separated by a black dot. And if I put some value in that cell, then the other one has to either be exactly half of it or exactly double it. So another way to put that is one of the numbers is exactly double the other. So 2, 4 would work, for example, or 1, 2. Row 8, column 5 is our bet cell, which we're going to make that an X so it doesn't get confused with the circles. Now, I can tell you that 5, 7, and 9 were not arbitrarily picked because those also happen to be digits that cannot go on black dots. If I put a 5 on a black dot, what does the other digit equal? Well, it either equals 2.5 or 10, neither of which I can write. 7's even worse, and so is 9. So any odd digit 5 or greater cannot go in, 5, 7, or 9. So these can't be 5, 7, or 9. So I'm wondering if that is a break-in of sorts. Now, so there can be self-reference circles, but only in columns. Wait, how does that work? Only in columns 5, 7, and 9 can there be a self-reference circle. So in the, I'm going to actually highlight those just in a subtle color here, a little gray. Those are the circles that can actually self-reference. And I'm just going to do the circles. These circles can self-reference. The other circles cannot be 5, 7, or 9. So if we look at row 4, for example, that's on a black dot. I'm hoping I'm wrong about that because there aren't enough 5, 7, 9s in this row. So what's wrong with my logic? All right, that's on a black dot. That's on a black dot. I see. They can't self-reference, but they could reference. So maybe this isn't as useful. We know it can't self-reference, but we could, for example, put a 9 here, and that would be perfectly fine. Okay, well, I still think that there are very few cells for 5, 7, 9 in this row. Let me think for a second here. So that means that these circles are from 2, 5, 8, and 9. But this can't be 2 because it can't self-reference. This can't be 8 because it can't self-reference. So maybe that's the way to approach this. Okay. I'm being encouraged to think about columns, and I tend to agree. I have to be careful about what this means, but let's think through it. I'm a little bit slow today, I'm sorry. So, obviously every column contains itself. So the columns that seem most interesting about containing themselves are like the columns 5, 7, and 9. So for example, column 5 definitely has a 5. And wherever we put that 5, because we know... Okay, let's take a step back. We know all the circles are given. It's not said in the rules, but every row has 3 circles, so that's implied just naturally that if there couldn't be another circle somewhere, because the circles are all used up in the rows. There's exactly 3 circleable digits in every row, and every row has all 3 of them given. So we have that. So what that means is within each of these columns, because we know there is a self-reference digit, it's got to be circled. So the 5 is limited to these, for example. The 7 is limited to these 2. And then the 9 is limited to these 3. So, does the 7 do anything interesting? Listesh points out that we don't know where 7 goes in row 4. Actually, we do know where 7 goes in row 4 because it can't go on a black dot. All these are on black dots, and we seem to have penciled 7 out of all of these. So this is a 7. That means there's a 7 down here somewhere. All right. Yes, we have a digit. Digit dance. Digit water break. Okay. So we know there's a 3-6 pair. How do we know there's a 3-6 pair? Why can't this be the 3-6? I see what you're saying. So if this were a 3 or a 6, let's say it were a 3, where would 6 go in the row? Well, it couldn't go on a black dot because 3 is used, and none of the other things are penciled 6. So one of these is 3-6. So what's the other one? It's going to be either 1-2, 2-4, or 4-8. Wait, we know where the 7 is. So one of these is definitely 9. We already knew that. We know what one of them's definitely 5. So interesting. There's one of these 3 circles is a 5, along with a 9. So which one? That means that this can't be 2 or 8, because we know there's a 5 within these, and that's pointing to here, saying that this is a 5 or a 9. We also know there's a 9 in these. So we actually know the exact locations of 5. Well, do we know the exact locations? We know that the location... Well, we already figured out that the locations were from 2, 5, 8, and 9. I think this works out. It works itself out, does it? It does work itself out. That's unfortunate. I'm not required to use an 8 or a 2 specifically. I use one or the other. If this self-referenced, I could, for example, put a... Oh, wait. If this self-referenced, this is confusing me. One of these would be 9 to reference the 7. Let's say it was this one. That would force this to be 2, but it can't be. Well, why did I remove... Oh, no, that would force this to be 8. Never mind. This works itself out. Oh, I thought it would have to be 2. So I don't know if I can do more here. We definitely are using a 2 or 8. So if we used the 2, we'd have a 4-8 crop key. And if we used the 8, I think that puts the other 2-8 here, doesn't it? We use the 8, then we'd be a, I guess, a 1-2 or a 2-4 crop key. This is from 1, 2, 4, 8. So is this. So can we know that this can't self-reference, so that's not 1. So this is saying 2, 4, or 8 is from 5, 7, 9, which seems fine. All right, China said several times that I should look at this crop key, so I've been trying to focus on row 4, but I will look at this. So we can't have we can't have a 2 here. A 2 or a 3. We can't have a 2 or a 3 on here, which means we can't have a 1. So is this just 4, 8? I can't do 1, 2. Can't do 2, 4, and I can't do 3, 6. Because the black dot excludes 5, 7, and 9 from being in 2 or 3. So that means these two are from 5, 7, 9. Row 4, column 1. Okay, so this test is saying if this is a 2, that's a 4. Where do you put a 1 in row 4? I see. The 1 would have to also be with a 2, and that doesn't work. Okay, so that's not a 2. And if it's an 8, where do you put the 4? Wait, you probably meant a 4, right? Yeah, and if this were an 8, I need to put a 4 somewhere in this row, but it would... No, it would go with a 2. What's wrong with 1? I don't see why 8 is limited. Oh, maybe I do see. If 8 is used up, then that means that this is a 2. And now with 2 used, again, where does the 1 go? So it's not an 8 either. So 1 would go with 2, and 4 would go with 8. So if this were an 8, this would be 2 and this would be 1. Does that actually work out? I don't think it does. So if this is 8, this is 2 and 1. Oh no, it could still be 2, 4. Never mind. 2 can go with either of these. It's the 8 that's restricted. Okay, this being a 2, I think it's the other way around that's restricted. So if this is an 8, that forces a 4 here. This is no longer an 8. That means this is a 2. And so now where does 1 go in the row? The answer is nowhere. So this can't be an 8. We have a 2. We have another digit. Which means that this is a 5, 7, or 9. Whoops. Okay, what else? What's our next step? This is pointing to the other 5, 7, 9. That's not 4 or 8, right? So this could point to 1. It could self-reference. Or it could be a 7 or a 9. I guess that's not as helpful. Well, no, this okay, so I don't think this can be 7 or 9. So imagine it were 7. One of these would have to be 5. Well, we'd have our 5, 7, 9 used, but 7 would also have to be a 5, 7, 9. So that's not going to work. So this isn't 7 or 9. So this is either self-referenced or there's a 5, 7, 9 here. That's what we're saying. So these aren't 5, 7, or 9, or 4 or 8. So they could be 1, 2, 3. Can't be 4, 5. Could be 6. Can't be 7. They could be 8. Not 8. One goes with 2, 2 goes with 1 or 4, and then we could also be 3, 6. Oh, right, this can't be a 7 because of these pointing. Eight in box 2. Oh. So a circle can't have an 8 in either of these rows. None of these circles can be 8. And we just excluded 8 from this black dot somehow. Because we excluded 4 from here. So this is an 8. That's pretty neat. So zetamath recommends coloring definitely 579 and definitely not 579. Trying to decide if it probably is useful. So what color should I use? I'll use orange for definitely not 579, and I'll use blue for definitely 579. So black dots are never... Black dots and non-gray circles are never... Well, no, non-gray circles are fine. Let's start over. Black dots are definitely orange. Let's just start there. This is definitely 579. So are these. These are definitely not. Gray circles, or non-gray circles, are definitely just not themselves. We know one of these is... Oh no, any of these can be 8, right? Oh no, this can't be an 8. So 8's one of these two. If this were 8, this would be 4. That seems okay. I guess it's time for my last cough drop, and we'll see if I make it through the stream. Florian, why can't it be in row 2, column 8? Row 1, column 7, 9. That's true. These can't be 5, 7, 9. It's either here or here. Row 3, column 8 can't be 4. Why not? All right. Unfortunately, this coloring wasn't immediately helpful, but we'll keep it up. If this was a 579, it would have to be 7. Because 5 and 9 are out. Four in row 3. Yeah, so 4 can't be on any circle in this row because there's an 8 occupying that spot. And these aren't 4. So 4 is one of these two. Makes me really think this is going to be a 4-8, but can't prove that yet. It's either 4-8 here or 4-8 here, I can tell you that. This one's circled. So it can be a 1, 6, or 8. Just based on oranges in the row plus You could never put a 5 or a 7 or a 9 on a black dot. So 1 would go with 2, 6 would go with 3, and 8 would go with 4. Hey Andrew, how's it going? In row 2, 4 can't go in column 4. True. So 4 is one of these two. If this were a 4, this would have to be a 5, 7. This would have to be a 7 or a 9. If this self-reference, that would actually work out pretty well. Oh no, it can't self-reference, so hold on. If this is a 4, this can't be a 5, and it can't be a... Well, if it were a 7, then a 9 would go here. Which would put a 5, 7, 9 here. Put a 5 here, exactly. I need to write this out. So, if this is a 7... Sorry, if this is a 4, then this is not a 5, so this is a 7 or a 9. I guess it's kind of double question marks. Never mind. I think that's too much. Well, if this is 4, this is 7 or 9. 7 would still put 1 and 9. So if this is, I think I'm saying if this is a 4, then the 4, 8 goes here. And the 5, 7, 9 goes here. Oh, but it can't. All right, I think this is worth looking at. If this is 4, this is a 5, 7, or 9, naively. Can't be a 5. So this is a 7 or a 9. If it were a 7, that means this also references something, but not self-referencing. Oh, no, I missed the... This is why doing it in my head sometimes doesn't work out. Well, if this were a 7, this would have to be a 5, 7, or 9. That's true. Couldn't be a 5. Couldn't be a 7. So it would be a 9. Which would then put a 5, 7... Put a 5 here, because we couldn't put a 7 or a 9 here. That makes this 4, 8. Otherwise, this is a 9. In which case, there's still a 5, 7, or a 9 here. So... What am I getting at? I don't even know. But this doesn't have to be a 4. I thought it would break. Yeah, I thought that was going to break for maybe it does break and I lost my train of thought. Row 4 column 2 is always an 8 for both values of row 4 column 1. Is that true? So if this is a 1, this has to be a 2. And this is decidedly not an 8. So I disagree with that statement. Black dot pair in row 6, column 4, 5. Yeah, I've been looking at other things. Is this interesting? So we can put a 1 or 2 on it. We can put a 3 on it. Can't put 4 or 5. Could put a 6 on it. Can't put 7. Can't put an 8 because we can't put a 4 on it. So it's either 1, 2, or 3, 6. So there's definitely a 5, 7, 9 in here somewhere. It's not a 5 because you can't put a... Well, no, it could be a 5. What am I talking about? Keep thinking about this backwards. Oh, interesting. Playmaker... A few people in chat have pointed out one of these is a 3-6. Whichever one it is puts a 3-6 cell into this box. So this can't be a 3-6. So this is a 1-2. Which means these are from 5, 7, 9. But this one's not a 5 because that can't reference a blue. These are orange. And this is orange. Which means it's no longer... Wait, what does that mean? Well, it can't be... If it's orange, it can't be a 5, 7, or 9. So that's an 8. Oops. If 8 is used, that means 4 has to hide. No, 4 doesn't have to hide here. Six, column 1. Oh, this can't be a 9, so that's a 7. Could be a 9 because there's an orange in the 9 there. Only one of these is blue. So if this is a 7, that means that this is orange. Sorry, this is blue. And it's a 5 or a 9. So the rest of this is orange. I don't need this to see gray anymore because it can't self-reference anymore. So one of these is a 9 because it's got. We have to have a self-reference in the column. Didn't we say that every column has a self-reference? Yeah, we did. Or the 5, 7, 9 columns have a self-reference. Ooh. What else can we do? This is blue. Oh no, this is orange. Yeah, okay. Wait. Okay, yeah, we're good. I was confusing myself. 2 of these are blue. There's something weird about this circle. It can't be a 2. So this has to be referencing 4, 5, or 6. But it can't be a 6. Because if it were a 6, then it would be lying. So it's... I don't know if it's blue or orange. So this is also 4, 5, or 6. Not a 5, though. There's something weird about that. 1 of 4 or 5 is blue, and 1 of 5 or 6 is blue. That doesn't mean 5 is blue, though. I am confusing the heck out of myself, but... Alright, David says he has a good point. Now, where can 1 go in row 4? Oh, this 1-2 pair. So 1's in one of these. Oh, this can't be... Oh, I see. 1's directly can't go here, but 1 also can't go here because it would put a 2 in here, and there's already a 2. So this is the 1. So we've got a 3-6 and a 2-4. This isn't 2, so that's not 4. This isn't 2, so that's not 4. So this is the 3-6. This isn't 2, so that's not 4. So this is 4, this is 2. That helps. This is 5, so now this is blue and this is blue. This is orange. So this is 6. We got a 9 and a 7. I don't have to grade this anymore. List test says row 5, column 9. Oh, we got it. So this is not 3-6 anymore. Oh, and it sees a 2, so this is 4-8. There we go. So this is 4-8. We're making some good zoomy progress here. All right. What's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. That's not a 4, so this is the 4. These are 3, 6, and 9. Not 9. 8. In fact, where's 8 go in this box? It goes right there. This can't be 6. So that's 3. That's 6. That's 3. That's 6. 3. This is 1 and something. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 1 and 8. You know the order. Is this 5, 9 resolved? It is. I keep getting the cells I've marked blue confused with cells that are circles. And I keep thinking that the blue needs to reference, but it doesn't. It's just the circles that reference. But the circles need to reference the blues. Not confusing at all. Don't worry. Let's see. 4 is used up. So this has to be the 4. And I think that forced a lot. That forced. So this has to be blue. So it's naively 5, 7, or 9. It's not going to be a 5. In fact, none of the circles here are going to be 5. So it's a 7 or 9. If it's a 7, this... There was definitely logic here. If it's a 7, this is blue, so it's a 5, 7, or 9, which is not going to be a 7 or a 9, so it would be a 5. Wait. So this just can't be 7. So if this were 7, this would be blue. And it wouldn't be a 7 or a 9. And it can't be a 5 because there's a 4 there. So this is a 9. This can't be gray anymore. That means this one's blue. It can't be, so it is a 5 because it sees 7 and 9. I feel like there's more to this. I need another blue in this box. This can't be 5, 7, or 9, so it's orange. So one of these is a self-reference 7. Is that what we're saying? Oh, right, the last blue is here because we have a self-reference 7 here. Either here or here. I don't know which. I think this one can't be blue. Because if this were blue, if it can't be a 5 at all. If it were a 7, that would mean this one's blue, but then that would mean that one's 7 as well. And it can't be 9 because 9 is orange. So it's not blue, it's orange. So what does this actually reference? All circles are given, Derek, because we have 3 per row given, and you can only have 3 per row. So the rules don't say they're all given, but it's a immersive, or it's a consequence of the fact that we have 3 per row. So one of these is a self-reference 5. I think I can say that because one of these two is blue, and they see 7 and 9. So this is not a self-reference 5. And this is a 7. Interesting. If this were a 1, we'd have to put a 5 here. And that would just, because 7 and 9 are used, and that would be a lie. No, it wouldn't be a lie, because this isn't circled. I keep thinking they reference each other, but they don't. One day I will figure this out. All right, 7s are here. So that means that this circle here is a 2 or a 3. Wait, why did I say 7s were there? Because I'm seeing things? Why did they're in here somewhere. That would have been very convenient. One of these is a 5. What can this actually be? 1, 2, or 3. If this is it can't be a 5 because it would would have to be a 5 also. And it can't be a 7 because this would have to be a 7 also. So this is 1, 2, or 3. Oh, the 4/8's resolved. Thank you. So this can't have a 4 on it. So it just Kropke wise, it's either a 1, 2, can't be 2, 4, can't be 4, 8, or it's 3, 6. So, but this can't reference 1 or 2. So it is a 3, 6. So that means either 3 or 6 is blue. Both of those work. But if we know 2 of these are blue, can we show if this one's blue or not? Okay, well, let's look at this then. So it sees a 1, 2, 3, and 6, so it has to be 4, 8. I don't see how to resolve it though. Goes here or here. There was something about this cell that was interesting, I think. Was it this cell? Maybe it was this cell. It's either a 1. The thing is, it's these are actually, oh, that's a good way to put it. These are orange because we have our 5, 7, 9 used in the column. One of these is blue, but okay, so it's a 1. It can't be a 6 because that would be lying. I think it could be 7. That would put a 5 here. If it were, it can't be an 8 because there's a given 8, and it can't be 9. So this is actually down to 1 or 7. should put a 5 here, or a 5 or a 9 here. Oh wait, this 8, I never blued that. That puts the 7 in the 1. So this now has to be blue. It's a 5. So here's a 9. That's a 9. It's blue. So one of these has to be a 3. Or this, oh, this one could be the 3 easily. So actually, one is gone from this now. So this is 3, 6. So this is 2. So this is a 7. That places this 7, which is blue. So now this one has to be... This one's orange. Oh, I really want to say this is 2. No, this can't be 2. Wait, 3. I meant to say 3. I really want to say this one's 3. It's definitely... I think it could be 1. Can't be 2. It could be 3. Or it could be 5. Oh no. If it were 5, that would be saying that this is also 5. So it's not 5. Oh, it's orange anyway. So this is a 1 or a 3. Don't think I can do better than that. Sorry, I haven't looked at chat in a bit. Ah, these are orange. Someone said that. That was calzone. I can resolve the 4, 8 in box 7. Ah, because now neither of them can be, or this one can't be 8 because it's orange. So that's a 4, that's an 8. Oh, I can resolve the blues in this. Not resolve them, but they're definitely 7, 9. One of these is a 5, that makes sense. Oh, in fact, this has to be blue because we placed the 4, so that's a 5. These are orange. The 9 will self-reference. What's this going to be then? Oh, these are orange. I should probably do more coloring here. These are orange. So these two have to be blue. And they're from 5 and 7. So this is 9 and 7. So that's the self-reference 9. We're almost fully colored. We just have this X-wing on 5s left here. So we're saying that this is a 1-5 pair. Someone's got to point to the 3. That's this one. So these aren't 3s. What do we actually have left here? 1, 5, and 8? Not 8. Oh, what is it? 1, 6. That's not 1. In fact, this is a triple. 3, 5, 6. It's not 5. 3, 6 pair here now. So this is 1, 2. Is that resolved? That means this is also 1, 2. And this is 1, 2? No. Is it? Yeah, it's not a 1. So that's 2, that's 1, that's 2. That's 1. This can't be 1, so it's 4. This is 2 and 1 and 2. 1, 2. We need 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. That's not an 8. That's not an 8. So the bet cell's an 8. Congrats everybody who guessed 8. If anyone did. I think we're almost done. We know that the 4 is referenced. So the 3 and the 6 need to be referenced somehow. So this is the 3, this is the 6. That's 3, that's 6. This is a... Hold on, these 6s look up. So that places this 6. 5's in the box already. And now we actually have all of our coloring done. I think we almost have the puzzle done too. I need a 1. I need a 2. I need a 4. And I need a 6. Nice. That collapsed quickly. Once I... It seems like there was just like one last deduction and then just everything got placed. Thanks, zetamath. I had fun. Good puzzle. Good suggestion to color the 579s. Yeah, it's an interesting take on the sort of indexing constraint. I don't think I've done something like that before. Yeah, so far we've had 2 long puzzles. It's probably me. I'm probably just slow today. Let's see, is Chili in chat? I do the puzzles in queue order. I do warn the creator if I'm doing it, but if they don't show up, they can watch the VOD. You don't see the red cells? These are the red cells. Is that better? They're red now. All right. This is called Everything is Broken. It's by Chili. You couldn't figure this one out, and it turned out it was rated as too difficulty. Well, let's hope I don't have the same experience. So this is called Everything is Broken. It's by Chili. We have normal Sudoku rules. Digits in any red cell in column X, where X may be any of 1 to 9, indicate the position of the digit X respectively in the corresponding row of the red cell. So this is 159, but for every column, but only where we've marked red. So for example, if row 3, column 4 is red and contains a 7, it is red, we don't know if it contains a 7, then because that's in column 4, that means we must place a 4 in column 7. And then those see each other. That places the 7 back here. All possible red cells are given. So what that means is if I put, say, a 6 here, no, that's a bad example. If I put a 5 here, that means that the 6 cannot be here. Otherwise, this cell would have had to have been red, and it's not. So that negative strain is probably very important. Yeah, I know, Riff Clown. It's for those who know what broken 159 is, it's broken 159 for every column. All right, so the question is, where do we get started? I don't really want to just pencil everything, but okay, so I guess the first thing that I like to think about with broken 159 is every column will have itself at least once. It'll have a self-reference digit, and that digit's gonna be red. So there's a 1 in one of these 3. There's a 2 in one of these 3. There's a 3, so I guess one of these 2 is a 3. I don't know if I'll cross marking that, but it might be interesting. Maybe I can use a color for. Let's just do a little gray slash. No, let's do a blue anywhere that we can still self-reference. And so if we're down to 1 blue in a column, then we know that that's where the self-reference goes. So the 4s and the 5s seem fine. The 6s, I think everything's blue except that one that saw a 3. So we'll try to keep track of that. So this is something I want to think about a little bit. There's a few possibilities for how the red cells work in a row. One possibility is that, hold on. No, there's only one okay, there are 2 possibilities. One possibility is that all 3 are self-referenced. If all 3 are self-referenced, they just sort of like, this could be a 1, this could be a 4, and this could be a 7, and then that just works itself out. And then that uses up the self-references for their columns, but that's okay. We just need to make sure we don't have more than one self-reference. The other option would be for there to be 2 that pair up, because if I put, say, a 5 here, that's not going to work, because that would put a 1 here, and then that 1 would have had to have been red. So we'd have 2 that pair up with each other. So say that these pair up as the 1-4 pair. And then the other ones that's sort of singled out, it would only have one possible value, which is its own self-reference. So actually, it's impossible for a row, because they all have 3 givens, it's impossible for a row to have 0 self-references. So every row has a self-reference. So not only are the blues true on the columns, the blues are true on the rows in terms of if I say this one can't self-reference, and then now we know these 2 pair up, and then that's the self-reference. And so actually we know that within each of these, they only point at red digits, because they either are self-reference, so they point to themselves, or they point to the other 2 red digits in the row. So we can just fill in triples here. This is 3, 6, 9. This is 2, 5, 8. I'm going to get one of these wrong. 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 9 again. Oh, I think it's the same. 2, 5, 8. And these are 1, 4, 7. That makes triples in the columns as well. Oops, I missed this. 3, 6, 9. We know this doesn't... Oh, we know 3 doesn't go here. That's not a 1. That's not an 8. That's not a 2. Let's use our givens, right? I mean, you could call them swordfish, but I could call them triples. They're just triples in the rows and the columns. So we do have a bet cell. Let's see. Actually, did Chile provide one? Chile did not. So we're going to bet row 8, column 4. There we go. The correct plural for swordfish is flotilla. So a flotilla of swordfish. I assume you mean the collective noun for swordfish. I did drop a few frames. I don't know when that happened, but I'm good now. So if this is not the self-reference, that means one of these is the self-reference. Actually, our bet is already kind of ruined because you know it's not 1, 2. In fact, I feel like I could just pencil so many. Like, let's take this bet cell, for example. It can't be 1. It can't be 2. It could be 3. It can't be 4, 5. Could be 6. Can't be 7, 8. Could be 9. So, like, is every cell seeing 3 distinct triples? Yeah, all non-red cells see two distinct triples of reds. So every single cell in this puzzle is a triple or a double. Does that mean that there's some intersection of givens somewhere like here? That's interesting. Maybe not. Or here? No. Let's see. My poor brain. Okay, so let's highlight every cell that sees 258369. These see 258369. So do these. And so do these. I think it's this pattern. So I may have missed some, but these can be 1, not 2, not 3. So these are 147s then? Oh my gosh. I'm out of cough drops. So these can't be 1s. These can't be 1s. So now, let's see. The remaining triple in this row, in this row, and in this row is the 258. The remaining triple in this row, and this row, and this row is 369. Well, the title of the new CTC is Everything We Love About Sudoku. I just got a notification about that, so I have no idea what that means in terms of which puzzle it is. These are 369. And these are 258. So let's use these givens. Oh, we got a single. I feel like I'm just cleaning up. Let's see. So this 2 is the self-reference. So none of these can self-reference anymore. So this is the 8, and this is the 5, and this is the 8, and this is the 5. So that's a 2. That's not the self-reference. So this has to be the self-reference, so it's a 5. That's a 2. That's not self-referenced. This is the 8. It is the self-reference, so that's fine. This is just an exercise in scanning at this point, I think. I think it was just get those deductions and the puzzle's done, which is fine. I think that I don't mind puzzles like that. Here's a 2, 5, and 8. It's 5 and 2 and 5 and 2, 8. Nice and quick puzzle. 8. I can definitely see how someone could just not get those deductions and then have no idea what to do and then just think it's impossible. So I don't blame anyone who thought this was a difficult puzzle. That said, I haven't finished it yet. Does feel like we will finish it though. Oh, it's just scanning. Okay. Too much going on here. So SPQ, we figured out at the start that there's only one self-reference digit in every column and every row. So the column is obvious because you're only going to get one of that column's digit. But there's only one per row because we're either going to because a row cannot have 0 self-reference digits in it because there's an odd number of non-broken digits. There's an odd number of index digits. So 2 of them can pair up, but the third one's going to be by itself. It has to reference itself. And so because there's exactly 9 self-reference digits in the puzzle, and every row has at least 1, that means every row has only 1. So once I found this 2 here, that meant that these 2 couldn't self-reference. And obviously these 2 couldn't self-reference. So that... Now I'm questioning whether I filled this 8 and 5 erroneously. Michael, there can be, but then other rows would have no self-references to use, and that's not possible. So hopefully I explained that well. I might want to back up, though, because I wonder if I did that too fast. I'm just going to double check. And hopefully I can just redo if that ends up being... So here, clearly these 2 can't self-reference. But I think I should not have filled 8 and 5 here. Because they're not in danger of self-referencing. So I'm unfortunately gonna have to go back to here. All right. That's not a 2. This is a 2. That's a 5. Row 9, column, start parenthesis. Got it. It's an 8. I feel like this is just 3 separate puzzles in one. If I just were to highlight every cell that's 3, 6, 9, I should be able to just finish them on their own. So let's just yellow those, and let's just do only yellows. So this can't be a 3. How do we do this? I don't have any other 3, 6, 9s. Actually, how do you do these 3, 6, 9s? Maybe I'll look at 2, 5, 8 instead. Yellow those. That's not a 2. Oh, I missed 2 8s. There we go. Am I missing a deduction here? Is the given disrupting one of the patterns? So yellows seem okay. What about the 147s? So we've got this pattern of 147s here. I think it has to do with when it's not in a column that is itself, or that is part of its own triple. So the non-red rows. So like this one here, that would place a 9 over here, and so I need to eliminate 9 from here. Otherwise, that would have to be red. So that's a 6. So we can clear that. That's a 9. We can clear that. And so this 6 would actually clear a 1 from there. This 9 would clear a 1 from there. Okay. So we got to use the negative constraint better. So I think people in chat were saying. So here, this 2 means this can't be a 6. So that's a 3. This 8 means this can't be a 1. That puts the 1 here. That's not self-referencing. These aren't 1s. And so the 1 places the 7 here. And this is the self-referenced 4. So neither of these are allowed to self-reference anymore. These aren't 7s. These aren't 1s. I feel like the yellow is not helping. I'm not even sure if the blue is helping. This 3 means this can't be a 1. These aren't 3 because it's in the row. It's not 3, it's in the box. All right, this 5 removes 4 from here. Might have spoken too soon about this puzzle. I thought I had it done. There's just a lot of anti-indexing to look for. So this is a 6. That puts a 3 here. Neither of these are self-referenced, so this is the self-referenced 9. So these are not 9s and they're not self-referenced. So this has to self-reference. It's a 6. That's a 3. And that's a 9. That's a 3. That's the self-reference, so this one doesn't self-reference. 6 and 9. So this is saying there's either not a 2 here or here. That's not useful. This is saying there's not a 3 here or here. So if this were a 4, this is not a 3. Wait, I have... This is not a 9. So if this is a 4, this is a 6. That's fine. We have a 4-7 pair here, so that's a 1. It's not a 1. It's not a 1. This 1 is saying there's no 6 here. This 9 says there's no 2 here, so that's a 5. That's a 2. That's an 8. Saying there's no 6 here. It's also not a 9, so that's a 3. That's a 2. Saying there's no 4 here. This is a 5. That's saying there's no 1 here. This is the 1. That's a 4 and a 1. That's not a 4 or a 1, so that's a 7. It's saying there's no 2 there. Every time I place a digit, I have to just double check the negative constraint on it. I think we're starting to get a handle on this, though. That's a 5. That's an... Oop. It's a 2. 4 and 1. 1 is the self-reference. That's a 4. That's 7. That's 4. This is 7. That's 1. 8 and 2. That's the self-reference. That's 5. That's the 8. I think I have all my self-references now. In fact, all the reds are filled. That's 5. 8. I think this is coming together now. 6, 9 pair puts a 3 here. That sells a 6. It's a 9. That's 6. That's 3. That's a 5. 8. 9. 4. 1. Just filling digits now. I'm going to save my voice. Alrighty. Alright, a little bit harder than I initially thought because I didn't quite see what was going on, but I think those initial deductions were very important. Thanks, Chili. Yeah, I enjoyed the puzzle. It's very different. There's definitely some scanning, lots of scanning to do. Well, 1 in 3 chance is not, not even 50-50. So I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and I will be back. Alrighty. What's the next puzzle? It's always pop up on the wrong monitor. What happened? Oh. All right, was Florian in chat here? Ah, Florian is there. Good. All right, our bet cell is row 5, column 1. This is just a classic Sudoku. Looks like the title didn't come in because CTC doesn't actually import the default title. So you still have to use the pen and type a title, or it won't bring it in. So this is classic Sudoku by Florian. So let's just get started. It's just classic rules. Let's see. Why don't I just go through every digit? So 1 and 1 of these two. Oops. Not a lot going on with ones. Twos. We have 4 twos. There's a 2 and 1 of these two. Two and 1 of these two. I think that's all of it. Threes. We get 2 threes. They don't really do anything interesting together. Fours. Not seeing anything with fours. We got 4 fives. There should be something with that. So we get 5s up here. 5s in 1 of these two. No, what am I talking about? Oh yes, it is. These two C down, left C's over. Okay, good. Got 5s here. Sixes. We got 4 of those. So we got 6 in 1 of these two. 1 of these two. Up here, 7s. 1 of these two. That's all I'm seeing with 7s. 8s. 8s in 1 of these two. That's all I see with 8s. And oh, we got 5 9s. Must be something to do with that. 9s are up here. 9s are here. Oops. This arrangement doesn't give us a lot. 9's here. Oh, wait, actually, can I place a 9? Yeah, we have 4 9s looking into this box. So that places this 9 and this 2. We have a digit. Oh, I made myself cough. Yeah, we got these 9s, we got these 9s. 1, 2, 3. That's okay. What about this box? Down to 3 places for 9s in this box. But that lines up with the 8 and the 5. Whoops. So this is actually a 5, 8, 9 triple. Hidden triple. It's not an 8. It's not a 5. So this is a pair, 4 and 6. All right, so those are our hiddens, or our box logic at least. I've got some rows that are quite restricted, so let's fill those. This is 1, 2, and 4. It's not a 4. It's not a 2. This is 3, 7, 8. I'm not seeing anything seeing 3, 7, 8. All right, and this is 1, 4, 6. All right, so now we've got, let's look for weak cells as well. So these intersections, this can't be 1, 2, could be 3, can't be 4, 5, 6. I think it could be 7 though. Can't be 8 or 9. So that's limited. How about this one? 1 can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. This is a naked single. I think someone said that. Calzone said that. This one can't be 1, 2, could be 3 or 4. No, it can't be 4, 5, 6. I think it could be 7. Can't be 8 or 9. This one can't be 1, 2, could be 3 or 4. Can't be 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. How about this donut hole? Can't be 1, 2, could be 3, 4. Can't be 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. This donut hole can't be 1, 2, 3. Could be 4, 5. Can't be 6, 7, 8 or 9. What does that mean? We have these columns as well that have 3. So this is 1, 3, 4, I think. I don't think there's anything seeing that. These are, oh, this one sees down, that places this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6, 8, 9. It's not a 9. It's not an 8. One's limited to these two. Two is limited to these two. All right, what am I missing here? What are these? 1, 2. These are 3, 4, 7, 8. Nothing really sees that. This is 3, 4, 8. There's a yippy dog outside my window. 2 in row 7 is limited. So that's a 2-string kite. So this cell can't be a 2, but that's not, it already couldn't be. What about 1s? Are 1s also limited somewhere in rows? Yes. So I placed that one. So 1s are here. So this can't be a 1. If it becomes useful, I'll... So what can this be? So the reason this can't be a 1 is if you think about it, if this were a 1, neither of these greens would be 1, and that would put 2 1s in the box. This is a 2-string kite. So basically, in this row, we're limited to 2 places for green. In this column, we're limited to 2 places for green, which is just representing where 1s can be in that row and column. And so you can't put both of them in this box. And so one of them at least is going to be outside the box. So there's only one place for that. And they both see this cell. So this cell can't be a 1. So what can it be? It can't be 1. It can be 2, it looks like. 3. It can be a lot of things. So that's not being a 1 maybe isn't as useful. Should I just look at everywhere 1s can be then? Someone's saying there's a swordfish. Oh, column 8's also limited. So that's an X-wing. So we could have used the X-wing to eliminate that as well. And then row 8 is also an X-wing on 1s. Is that all the 1s we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so the 1s are just limited to these X-wings now. Someone's saying there's a swordfish on 8s. Or who says that? Rows 2, 4, and 6. That's true. So in rows 2, 4, and 6, purple is where 8s can be. So for those who don't know how a swordfish works, we've basically limited 8s to the same 3 columns in 3 rows. So the way to think about that is, in these rows, how many 8s do we have? We have exactly 3 8s, because there's 3 rows. And so now I can cover all of my purple cells in 3 columns. And by doing so, I've basically said, well, in those columns, how many 8s am I supposed to have? I'm supposed to have 3. How many are the purple cells donating to those columns? They're donating exactly 3 to those columns. So I'm not allowed to put any more 8s in those columns that aren't in the purple cells. Otherwise, I would have too many 8s in those columns. Because we know the purple are donating exactly 3. So this cell here can't be 8, and that's important because that places this 8. It gives us a 5-9 pair as well, so this is not a 9, so that places this 9. This is a 6, that places this 6. This is where our corner marks come in handy. That's not a 6. So we've got 3, 7, 8 left. That's not an 8. So 8's, yeah. This isn't purple anymore. Is there anywhere else that's interesting? This can't be 8. This can't be 8. So I think 8's limited to these two in the box. This can't be 8 and this can't be 8, so 8's limited to these two in the box. Whoops. I have 4 8's plus 3 in the purples. That's 7. So I'm expecting 2 more 8's. Where are they going to go? One of them's in here. So this box going to have 8's, one of these two. Okay, that accounts for all of them. Well, hold on. What about this box? Yeah, 8's are here in this box. Okay. Well, that's that swordfish. Do 2's... You're saying there's a swordfish and an X-wing on 8's left? That sounds about right. Guess I could purple these. So 4 in this row is limited to these two. So this can't be a 4. So 4 is limited to these two. I'm always suspicious of cells that we have corner marks in the box and none of them touch that cell. So let's just look. This can't be 1 or 2. It could be 3. Can't be 4. I guess it could be 5. Can't be 6. Could be 7. Can't be 8 or 9. So I was hoping it would be a 3-7 pair, but it's not. Is there a reason it couldn't be a 5? No. So what's our next question to ask? This corner here, yeah. So let's look at this cell. This can't be a 1. We have these two X-wings on 1s left, so it can't be a 1. I guess it could be a 2. Can't be 3, 4. Can be 5, 7, or 8. Well, not 8. 8's are purples. Ooh. Four, 6 pair in column 6, you say? Yes, that's what's left there. I'm tempted to just pencil the rest of the cells, but don't know if that's going to actually help. What I'd like to be able to do is just highlight everywhere certain digits can be. I'm curious about twos. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 twos, so we should locate 4 more twos. So do I actually have twos here are in these two cells. Let's just go by row. Twos can be here. Twos are used in this row. Twos in these rows are here. Twos used in this row. Here, twos used here. So I believe blue is where twos can be. Oh, not here. Not here. Not here. Okay, so twos are actually limited to these two. It's good to note. Laszlo found a Y-wing. I'm gonna keep looking at twos for a second, and then I'll do the Y-wing. I think looking at buy values in general is probably a good idea, but I don't. It really feels like I should see something, but it's not cooperating in my brain. No, I don't see it. All right, so Laszlo found a bent triple. Okay, yeah. So the way these work, it's also called a Y-wing. If we let's put these in orange. So focus on this digit here that sees. Excuse me, sorry. All right, I should be able to make it to the end of stream, but my voice is no good. All right. So if this were a 1, then this is a 4. Otherwise, the only other state of being is this is a 2, which makes this a 4. So no matter what this cell is, one of these two is a 4. And these two both see this cell, meaning this cell can't be a 4. So that is a 6, and that gives us a few digits. In fact, we have this 6 cornered. So now this cell that could have been a lot of things is now... And I think this might be resolving our 2s. Let's not get confused by my 2 corner marks here. Did not quite resolve our 2s. We got 6s. Did we get all our 6s? We finished 6s. All right. Four is limited to the same place as 2s. So 4 can't be here. And these two 4s look up. So this is a 2-4 pair. I'm going to get rid of this orange here. That makes this a 3 or a 7. So this should be a pair as well. Looks like it's probably 5-8. Is. Box 9-7, yep. That was corner marked. 3-4-8. How are we doing on sevens? Seven's one of these two. So sevens are here, here, here. I don't think this is anything. Well, actually, oh, that's because I didn't highlight this box. Don't see it. I don't use uniqueness for clown. This isn't a 4 because these claim. Column 9. We have a 1-4 pair. Oh, I see. So this 1-4 pair eliminates 4 from here, so this is a 4. These aren't 4s. This is 3, 7, or 8. Let's see here. I think I have too much highlighting. These greens will just work themselves out once I figure out one of them. I think these 2s will as well. Let's just clear out the purple as well. I don't think I need that. So, well, actually, did I have them all marked as 8s? I mean, that's in a triple, so that should be fine. All right, I'm going to look at buy values. I don't know if there's any buy values that I don't have marked, but I'll at least look at the ones I've marked. I'm just going to highlight all those in green, and we're going to take a little stare here. Let's see. Nothing with that. Ripclown saying row 3, column 1. Row 3, column 9. Row 8, column 1. Row 8, column 9. This is not a Y-wing because it doesn't have 3 different digits. We could color them, but we don't know if these are both 4s or these are both 1s. So if this was a 4, these would both be 1s. That would be a 2. That would be a 4. That would be a 2. I mean, it's something. So if this were a 4, these 2 are 1s. Oh, never mind. That places a 2 there. That's fine. What about 1? 1 placing 4s. What's a 2? And a 1. I don't see anything with that. 4 here would place a 1 here, 3 here, 1 here. Yeah, Chili, you missed your puzzle, but we had a lot of fun with it. Laszlo sees something. Row 5, column 3. I don't even have that marked. Guess I'll mark it. So can't be 1, 2, 3. It could be 4, 5. Can't be 6, 7. So it's a 4, 5, 8. Okay. I probably need to just mark more cells. Row 5, column 7. Row 7, column 7. And we're supposed to see something in box 7 about that. Okay, well, let's take a look. So if this is a 3, that's a 4. If this is an 8, this is a 4 or a 5. It's eliminating 5 from row 5, column 3. Wait a minute. This is not your typical Y-wing, that's for sure. Row 9, column 3. So what is this one? Could be 1. Can't be 2, 3, 4. Could be 5. Can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9. So it's a 1, 5. Okay, I should green that. Okay, so this is what Laszlo was seeing. I didn't have some of these filled. I don't know if I would have seen it anyway. There might be an easier way to see this, but we're going to do kind of an extended Y-wing logic here. So if this is a 3, this is a 4. Thus, this can't be a 4. The only other option is this is an 8. If this is an 8, that makes this a 4-5 pair, which makes this a 1 and this a 4, and this still can't be a 4. Therefore, this is always a 5. So that's a 5, that's a 9, that's a 5, that's a 1, that's a 4. This is not 5. This is 1. I think all our 1s are resolved. They are. Do I have any 1 corner marks? No. Well, separate. Ah, here we go. This is a 3. That's a 4. Get rid of my oranges here. All right, this 9 I've not dealt with. Okay, so that's 9, that's 2. I'm gonna green the givens I haven't dealt with yet, but this 9 I have dealt with. This 4, it looks like we're good on that. Oh, that finishes this house. That's a 3. All right. This 4 I've dealt with. This 3, all its houses are done. This sees a 4, and a 2, and a 4. I think we finished it. This 1 is dealt with. This is an 8. This is a 4. It's a 3. Fours are done. This is not a 3. 9 looks good. 2, sees up. That's a 2. Our 2's done. 2's are done. I think 1's are done. Our 5's done. Not yet. This 5 can't do anything. This 5 is done. Okay, so what else do we have? This pair, 5 and 7. So this is the 5, this is the 7. That sees an 8, that's a 5. 8, 8. This is 7 or 8. So it's a 7, 8. That cell was a 7. Congrats to anyone who guessed 7. Wait, what's actually left here? This is not an 8. 3, 7 pair puts an 8 here. That sees 3. Okay, there we go. That finishes the rest of these. And we're done. All right. Thanks, Florian. Don't know if that was the intended deduction, but it was good anyway. I think it was mostly Laszlo's solve, to be honest, but I'll take it. All right, so we have a half an hour left. I don't want to go over today because I'm not feeling great with my cough. So I've been told of a somewhat fast one. So I'm going to skip ahead and do Ambrose's puzzle. Is Ambrose here? Ambrose is here but having issues with chat? Okay. Multiple devices, all of them unable to see chat. I wonder if YouTube has like restricted Ambrose's chat for some reason. If you tried using a different account. All right, I'm going to get started just because we have half an hour. I don't want to go over. This is called Octad by Ambrose. You have standard Sudoku rules and standard crop key rules with negative constraint. So what does that mean? So digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. So if I put a 2 here, this needs to be a 1 or a 3. Digits separated by black dot have a 1 to 2 ratio. That means one is exactly double the other. So if I put a 3 here, I gotta put a 6. If I put a 2 here, I could put a 4 to double the 2, or I could put a 1, meaning the 2 is double of the 1. And then all dots are given. So if I were to put a 3 and a 6 here, that's not allowed because I would have had to have a black dot between them, and there's not a black dot between them. So those are the rules. Did Ambrose provide a bet cell? I need to bring up my queue again. Bet cell is row 9, column 9. So go ahead and start betting. Let's see. What is the place to start here? This box has a lot of dots. So this is a chain of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these have a ratio. So these are 1. So if this was a 1, this would be 2, 3, 4. So we need digits that are 3 apart that meet a black dot. That's got to be 3, 6. So this is either 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 6, 5, 4, 3. So this is either 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we can't end in 7, so it's not that. It is 6 and 3. This is 5 and 4. This is 2 and 1. We have 7, 8, 9 left. This does contain an 8, so that's not an 8. That's a good break in there. This is from 6, 7, 8, 9, so that it's consecutive, but it can't be 7 or 9 because of the black dot. So this is even, so this is odd, so that's not the 8. The 8 goes here. This is 3 or 4 to match the black dot. This could be 1, 2. Can't be 2, 4 or 4, 8 or 3, 6, so it is 1, 2. These 3 are consecutive. It seems hard. So this couldn't be, let's see, this could be 3, 2, 1. That would actually work. 4, 5, okay, so maybe there's somewhere else to look. How about this ratio? This one. Yeah, this can't be 1 or 4, so can't do 1, 2, 2, 4, or 4, 8. So this is 3, 6. Oh, this 4 can't be by a 2 because of the negative constraint. So we can do that. Let's see. This can't be a 1. Oh, and 3, 6 is used. So this is a 2 or a 4. The 2 would be connected to 1, 4, and the 4 would be connected to 2, 8. But that's not an 8. And these could be the same digit as each other. Actually, I have an interesting argument that these two are not the same digit as each other. Let's say these two were both a 2 to go with a 4. Well, this is consecutive with 2, either a 1 or a 3, but this is not consecutive with 2 across this boundary. So there would have to be a white dot for them to be the same. So these are different, so it doesn't actually help me too much, but at least now I know they're different. If this were a 1, this would have to be a 2. It can't be, so that's a 2, 4 pair. So this one's not the same as this one, so it can't be. See, if this were 2, this would be 4, and this would be 8. If this were 4, this would be 2, and this would be 1. And that's consecutive with a 2 or a 7 or a 9. This is even, so this is odd. It's 1, 3, or 5, but it can't be a 5, or a 3, I mean. If this were 4, 5, this would be 3, 6. Ah, the 5 can't be back next to the 6, so that's resolved. I'm sure you guys are yelling at me about this. I'm not really reading chat right now. Row 4, column 7, 8. That's exactly what you just said. Okay. This ratio, maybe? It's not 3, 6 anymore. 1 would have to be with 2 on both sides. That's not going to work. 2 would have to be with 1 or 4. I think I could do 2, 1. Oh, this 6 again. That sees 5. So that's 1. This is 2. This is 4. This is 8. That's a 7 or a 9. It's both 7 and... Oh, this can't be an 8 because there's an 8 in the box. It's easier. So this is odd. This is 1, 3, or 5. Can't be 3 because the 3 in the box also can't be 1. So that's a 5. That's a 4. This is a 2. So in this box we need 7, 8, 9. We know where the 8 goes. We know where that goes because the 6. Got a triple left here. 2, 7, 8. It's not a 2 because of the negative constraint. How many times can I say negative constraint in one puzzle is the question. That's not a 4 because of negative constraint. So 4 is in one of these two. Okay, let's put it this way. 4, 5, 9. The 9's got to play gooseberry, I think is what Simon says. Otherwise, the 4 and 5 will be next to each other. So that's how that goes. Now this can't be a 2, so the 2 goes here. Oops, not in both places. And then the 7, the 8 are resolved by negative constraint. This is a... This can't be... What, can't it be 9? This is... Oh, no, this is 6 or 8. What am I talking about? 9s. What's this triple? I need a 1, 3, and 6. The 3 and 6 can't be next to each other. The 1's got to play gooseberry again. This 4 makes that a 6, and that's a 3. Oh, this being a 7 or a 9 means that... Oh no, never mind. Someone was saying that this resolves Rift Clown? Oh, because the 8 in the row. That's a lot easier. That's 6, that's 3. That can't be 9 anymore, so we get these resolved. That's even, so these are both odd. And they're 5, 7, or 9. That's not 7. Oh, the 60's up. It's just scanning. So that's 9. This could be 7 or 9. Oh, it's not 9, actually. It's a 7, because the 9 sees it. I don't know why I thought these two could be the same. They're in the same box. What do we have left? Let's just... Whoa. Got my control key stuck. All right. This can be 1, 2, 3, or 5. This can't be next to a 3 or a 5 because of the 6 here. So this isn't a 5 either. So if these are from 1, 2, 3, they definitely contain a 2. Can't have 2 odd numbers on it. This is not the 2 because it sees a 2 in the row. So this is the 2. These are not 2s. I don't think we're in any danger of negative constraints here. All right, what's our next? There's a lot of places we could be looking. How about this row? I need a 1. I have 2, 3, 4. I need 5, 7, and 9. This can't be 7 or 9 because of the 8. This can't be a 1. Or a 9. Or a 7. So that's a 5. That's easy. That's 1. 7 or 9 at all interesting. This has to be... Oh, this can't be... Wait, hold on. This has to be 4 or 6. Is there one that it can't be? Not that I can tell. That does affect this, though. So this has to be a chain of 3. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's not 2, 3, 4. It's not 3, 4, 5. It's not 4, 5, 6. It's not 5, 6, 7. It's not 6, 7, 8. So it's 7, 8, 9. All right. Middle one's an 8. Someone's saying 2 and box. Oh, we already got that. these 7 9s? Oh, the 9 sees down. So that's 7, that's 9. This is a triple. We need a 2, and that's not going to be next to a 1 or a 3. The other two are 4 and 5. We know the order. 4 here is interesting because 4 sees a lot. So what can this actually be? If this were a 1, it would have to be with a 2. So it can't be a 1, can't be 2, can't be 3, 4, 5. I guess it could be, if it were 6, it would be with a 7. No, it can't be with 5 or 7, so it's not a 6. So we're down to 7, 8, 9, not 8. So it's 7 or 9. 9 would go with 8 for sure. 7 would go with 8 or 6. This is a 7-9 pair. Oh, there's a 5 in the box. So this is also 4 or 6. Next to a 7. So that's 4, that's 6. That's 8. That could be with either one. Hopefully there's a consecutive pair left, 3 and 4, it looks like. A 3 can't be next to a 3 and next to a 3, 4. For those who haven't seen that before, if it's a 3, obviously that's not a 3. If it's a 4, then it's next to a 3, and that's not good. So, oh, we have a 1, 3 pair here, so that's a 5. Could have done that too. Let's see. This is a triple. I need a 1, 2, and something, and that something is going to be in the middle. 6. That's 2. That's 1. 6 can't be by 3. Let's just do, oh, let's fill this with a number that works. How about 9? 5, 6, and 8. That's not 5 or 8, so it's a 6. It wasn't an 8 because it's by a 9. This can't be a 5 because it's by a 6. 3, 4, and 7. That's not 3. That's not 3 because it's by a 2, so that has to be a 3. That's 7 and 4 because there's 4. We got triples this way now. 2 doesn't go there. It's by a 4. 7, 8. So the 2 needs to be here, so these can be consecutive. We know the order of these because this 8. This is a triple. 1, 3, and 8. Not 8. 5. 2 can't be by 1 or 3, so that's a 5. This is 2 or 4, but it's not a 2. So that's 4, that's 3, that's 1. These are 6 and 9. You know the order. Does this see a 7 or a 9 yet? No? Okay, well, this is filled. That's a 6. We need a 1 and a 3. Ooh, negative constraint's gonna have to deal with this rectangle. What do I need here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5, 7, and 9. That's not a 7 or a 9, so that's a 5. 6 can't be by 7. That's 9, that's 7. That's 9, that's 7. 6 can't be by 3. There we go. That's been there for a while. And we're done. Cool puzzle. I always like a good negative constraint puzzle. Oh, that only took me 15 minutes. All right. Well, I guess with the remaining time, I could do a gap. So let's get that prepped. I need my Google Sheet. So this is the next puzzle. Oh, Erica just got home, so I gotta close my door again. And I'm gonna pull this up on Discord as well. Daily pencil puzzles. This is by Jovial. It's a Shimaguni, December 8th. All right, here it is. And let me switch my scene to Discord here. So it's called Islands, or Shimaguni. Rules are: shade a single group of orthogonally connected cells in each region. So if we look at our picture here, hopefully you can see that. We're shading it within each region. I guess, wait. Oh, this is a single, so black is the shaded. So this single one has to just be black. These two are orthogonal, these are orthogonal. This just has a single one, these are orthogonal, okay. Shaded groups may not share a bold border. So because this one was shaded, these two had to be unshaded, for example. Regions with numbers must contain the indicated amount of shaded cells. So this 5 had 5 shaded cells in it. You can see that happened. Each region must contain at least one shaded cell. Yep. And no 2 adjacent regions may contain the same number of shaded cells. So this has 1 shaded cell, so this had to have 2. And so this is adjacent to a 1 and a 2, so I had to have 3 or more, etc. So let's give this a try. So let's switch my scene again here. That looks good. So what do we have? Left click is shade, right click is unshade. I think that's all we got to do. So I'm going to refresh for my time and we'll get started. So this region needs 1, this region needs 1. And we can't share a bold border, so those are not shaded. That shaded needs 1, can't share a bold border. This one as well. Just trying to get the gimmies out of the way. This needs to shade at least 2, and there's only one place that can do that. This also has to shade 2, so it's not here. Hey, John. Yeah, we're just finishing up the stream. Don't worry, there will be more Sudoku, though, because zetamath will start streaming shortly after my stream ends. So I'll send you guys over there in about 10 minutes. Is zetamath, are you starting at 2:30 or are you starting right after my stream? I guess is the question. Or 4:30 your time, I guess. Sorry, I'm supposed to be doing a puzzle. This has to have at least 3 shaded cells in it. Okay, so in 40 minutes, zetamath stream will start. So look forward to that. This has at least 2 shaded cells, so this middle one must be shaded. This has 2 shaded cells. I don't know what that means yet. Okay, this has to have both shaded. I should have seen that. This can't have just 1 shaded, so this one can't be the shaded cell. It also can't have 4 shaded, so it's not these 4. Oh, this one can't have just 1 shaded. So it's going to have at least 2 shaded. That one is shaded for sure. let's see, this can't have 1 or 2 shaded, so it has at least 3 shaded. Oh, that's not shaded. So this has the all 3 shaded. I just missed that. This definitely has 4 shaded. It can't be those now, so it's these 4. That's very useful. So that's a single. And I gotta get all these orthogonal. I almost wish it did that for you, but I don't know. This can't have just 1 shaded, so it's not these, so it's definitely these 2. This can't have 2 shaded. Could it have 1 shaded? Oh boy. Doesn't have 4 shaded. This has 2 shaded. Oh, I see. If this one was shaded, this one would have a 1, and that's not allowed. So this one's a shaded one, and this one's not shaded. This one, I think, is allowed to have just 1 shaded in it. As far as I can tell. One of these is definitely in. Okay, well, I can say that this can't be like this. Because if it were like this, then this would be a 2 region. And this would... I guess this could be a 1 region? Nah, never mind. It can be like that. I'm so slow with these sometimes. All the time. I guess I just like collecting birds. That's what it is. Oh, this can't be a 1 or a 2. So it has to be a 3. I didn't see that it saw a 1 region before. Or maybe I did, and I ignored that. This can't be a 1 region. It sees a 1 region. So those are out. It can't be a 4 region either. Or a 3 region. So what can this be? It sees a 4 region, it sees a 3 region, it sees a 2 region. Can't be 4, 3, or 2. It could be, if it can't be a 1, oh, it can't be a 1 region either. So wait, it sees a 1, it sees a 2, it sees a 3, and it sees a 4. So we have to do all 5. That's cool. I guess that's good because I don't know how else that would have gotten resolved. This is a 2 region. I don't know how this resolves. How does this resolve? This is a 2. This doesn't touch the 1. So this is either a 1 or a 3. It's not a 2. Could even be a 1 over here. Okay, this region here. Oh, it touches a 1 and a 2. Thanks. I'm just very poor at scanning. So this has to be a 3 then. And that should help. Hope. So this can't be 3. This can't be 1, 2, or 3. So this has to be a 4 region. That makes this a 1 region. Now this can't be a 1 region. It also can't be a 2 region, so it's a 3 region. And we're done. Sweet. All right. That shouldn't have taken so long. All right. I'm sure 709 is very much in bird territory, but we're going to record it down. Very birdie. What would I have needed? Let's see. 125 for a sloth, 430 for a crustacean. Alrighty. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. 125 for sloth, 445 for a crustacean. All right. Oh, you're very kind, John. Thanks, everyone. If you aren't subscribed, please do subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. That would be a great goal to hit. And thanks, everyone, for checking out my stream. I'm going to send you over to zetamath's stream. He says he's going to hang out hopefully soon, but the puzzles actually start in about a half an hour. So you have some time to take a break, maybe get, do whatever you need to do. And then hopefully you'll be able to watch some of zetamath's stream as well. So it's a lot easier to find the link now that it's in Discord. So here is the link, and have a great one. I guess I should mention I have a Patreon if you guys want to join that. Just supports me on a monthly basis. And other than that, join the Discord server if you're not in the Discord server. I share it with Zetamath, Scott Strossall, and Bremster. So there's all sorts of good stuff happening there. And oh, you're very kind, John. Thank you so much. And yeah, I guess if you want even more Sudoku, you can watch the CTC videos, or maybe one of Scott or Bremster's videos. I uploaded a cool anti-night video, so you should definitely check that out as well. So have fun, everyone, and I will see you next stream, which is on Thursday.